Hey everyone, it's been quite a while. I've been pretty lazy about getting on my bike. I'm kind of a wuss when it comes to cooler weather, but that's still no excuse. It's been pretty nice in the afternoons. But I'm not, well, whatever, that's me. I'm glad to get out here. I'm gonna take a spin today. I just have to go up to an appointment I have, but it's a nice little ride. It's not that long. I'm gonna go back roads I end up up near Torrey Pines Golf Course. There's a hospital there. I just have to get an appointment, nothing serious, just getting a checkup. And anyhow, so a beautiful day, and I said, it's about time you get off your lazy butt, and did a little filming and get something up on YouTube. Anyhow, this is the 2021 Honda Gold Wing with the DCT. I have a couple options on it. Customs, what's it called? Somebody customs. I forget the name. Anyhow, I got a modified windshield, highway pegs. I got a little bit fatter of a brake pedal thing I added on there. Backrest, and finally the last piece is the tie-down rack thing. I love the bike. I've had it now for about 5,000 miles. It's been running great, easy to maintain, doing oil changes and stuff. I highly recommend getting the center stand if you want to do your own maintenance. I had to add that doesn't come stock. But there's a ton of videos out there about the technical aspects of the motorcycle. I just like to report how fun it is, and for older people, I think it's a spectacular, fun toy to get you out of the house. I'm 65 this month, but it's been great for me, for my lifestyle, to add a little, adrenaline once in a while. You can ride it however you want. It's got tons of horsepower. It can be simple and cruise along. With the automatic DCT, it's so simple to drive. It's very balanced. The weight is very low. But anyhow, so let's do this. Hope you guys are all doing well. And I shouldn't say you guys, because I know there's a couple ladies that like to listen in. And so I should say, I hope everyone is doing well. And let's get on it. I really love the windshield where you can, I think it's called F4 Customs. That's what it is. F4 Customs is the company. I don't get any credit for anything. I just like to give you guys some heads up on what the good products are and stuff. But you can raise and lower the windshield, which is really nice. Okay, let's do this. I see one of the neighbors in this development has a three-wheel deal thing, a trike. I thought it was a Gold Wing modified, but I think he said it's Can-Am or something like that. Cat-Am. Anyhow, it looks really nice. Beautiful day. But it looks really nice, and I've seen him head out. He was behind me in my car one time, and so I pulled over and I talked with him, and I'm gonna try to set up a ride with him. We could do some cruising around the area. And he said he'd love to, so I just gotta hook up with him. But I don't know, you people out there that are considering picking up a motorcycle and want to do some relaxing cruising around and something easy to ride, easy to handle, this is the bike for you. There's a lot of bikes out there that are better performance, better handling. If you're into that, style of riding, I wouldn't recommend this bike. Although it is a lot of fun, but it's not a sport bike. I see some guys on the road, it's amazing how nimble they are, banging into corners really low and stuff. But this is great. It's got, enough storage. It doesn't have a lot of storage. The side buckets, or whatever you call them, little side luggage things, they're good enough for like going around town and different errands you might have to run. Cross country, you're going to need more storage space, and there's add-ons you can put onto the bike. That's one of the huge benefits of a Gold Wing, is it's been around a long time, and there's a lot of options for however you want to customize it for your needs. But I've been getting more comfortable with the weight of the bike. Initially, I hadn't ridden in a while, so I was a little apprehensive about tipping it and that kind of thing. But I've gotten more relaxed. Yeah, the one thing you'll notice about motorcycles is they don't always trip the lights for you, so we'll see. This is, what month are we in? This is February in San Diego. We're about 3 or 4 miles from Torrey Beach. That's directly west of us right now. But I'm heading south right now. We're going to go back roads for a little while. I've got the windshield all the way down right now, and it gives you a good breeze. On the highway, I just raise it all the way up. This windshield is a little bit wider than the stock windshield. I really love it. It's super easy, because I just, like this morning, I just squirted on some Windex and used a paper towel and wiped it all down and cleaned it up. Where the stock windshield is more of a plastic, so it's very easy to scratch. This one, you really don't have to worry about any of that. The different modes the bike have, you find yourself, ends up being the touring mode. There's the engine has different gearings, and they give them different modes. Like the pretty much generic mode is touring mode, and it shifts really smooth. You don't really find a need to control the shifting yourself, which you can do. There's ways to manually control when the bike shifts. But generally, I'm in touring mode a lot. Initially, when I got the bike, I was banging through all the modes. I was in sport mode a lot, because holy cow, the bike just takes off. But that's not a comfortable way of riding. I know there are people that love to do that regularly, but if you just want to pop around, it's pretty peppy. Not as easy, not as smooth, but that's what it's for. It's very quick. But touring mode, if you get on it, it too will jump, It just stays in gears. It shifts faster. So you get to the higher gears quicker, better for gas mileage. You can, that's about perfect. I'm always mucking with the windshield height. boy, that has made such a huge difference. It really doesn't matter what windshield you get. If you stay with the stock one, why not? You know, if you're comfortable with it. But the awesomeness of the automated, you know, control of the height of the windshield is really nice. I can't imagine ever going back, you know, to the stuck in one position windshield, you know, or the ones where you have to get off the bike and adjust it and get back on the bike. Because I mean, moments change minute to minute. You know, whether you're on the highway or on the back road or on the, you know, you want to do some slow cruising, or you want to do some fast cruising. You know what I mean? So. I've only had one issue with the bike so far, and it was just that I had driven it through the desert and it was 105 degrees. I'll never, ever, ever, ever do that again. That was like, I did not think that through. There I was following my buddy through the desert to go to Prescott, Arizona from San Diego. 105 degrees, no place to hide, no place to stop. I mean, if you stop, you just cook more. No shade. It was horrible. And when I got into Prescott and we were finally ready to get off the bike, and I was following my buddy in his car, but when I was ready to get off the bike, I parked it, and then I made a mistake. I parked it in the wrong spot, so I was going to move it. I tried to start it, and it wouldn't do anything. And it was acting like it was still in gear. And so if it's in gear, it's not going to let you start. So I was trying to figure it out. And luckily, I'd read an article from a fellow YouTube guy who said he had the same kind of issue. All of a sudden, the bike wouldn't start. So, and it seemed to me like it was stuck in gear, even though it wasn't. It was reporting that it was in neutral. So anyhow, he tried rolling it backward. And maybe get it to educate itself as to what gear it was in. And then he found out that it started right up. So God bless him. I tried it myself, and it worked out great. I rolled the bike back probably like about, I don't know, 15 feet. And then I just tried to start it, and it kicked right over. But that's it. You know, that's the only issue I've had with the bike. Running like a kid. I mean, the Gold Wings are famous for their reliability, you know. I hope it stays that way. I'm not the best with engines. I've been known to blow a few engines. I blew it I had a Porsche once. I blew that engine. I had a boat with 2 V8 engines in it and blew those engines. So we'll see. Maybe I've learned my lesson. I'm just pretty lazy when it comes to maintenance. So I was hoping the Honda Legacy will save me from myself, you know. But here we are. Now we're heading west. That mountainish thing in front of us is Torrey Pines area. On the other side of it is the Torrey Pines golf course. So we're headed that way, and basically going to sneak over there and then head up. But you know, if you're an older person, I was like a little paranoid coming up on 65, and I hadn't ridden in 10-15 years, because when I was riding, I was whoops, wrong lane here. When I was riding, I was doing a lot, like commuting with the bike. I was using it to go to work and stuff. I had a Kawasaki Vulcan, and it was fun. But I ran into so many issues on the street. I had to stop. I was worried that things weren't going to work out and I might not get through it all alive. You know, I had a lot of scary incidents. But anyhow. But now I'm retired, so I don't have to do the rush hour thing. This road's always horrific. A lot of flooding down here too. But anyhow, so I try to avoid moments when it's really hectic, you know, with rush hour. And that's helped a great deal. You know, people are way more chill when it's not during rush hour. But anyhow, so like I was saying, being an older guy or lady, I think it's worth checking out. I mean, especially with the DCT, you know, it was part of my grip and my joints. You know, always trying to use a clutch. Even when I was younger, this was 15 years ago. But these roads suck. I know. This DCT, you just twist the throttle. It's like a big scooter, really. The braking is insanely good. Cornering is really good. Suspension's awesome, and you can customize it. I spent a few weeks getting dialed in with the suspension. It's manually set on this model. On the touring model, which has the big seat in the back, you can just like use the dashboard here and just set your mode, whether it's like one person riding or two people with luggage, that kind of thing. And so it will stiffen up the suspension depending on your mode of riding. But I have to do it manually with this one, so you know, I recommend getting that all dialed in. It took a little while. You know, I ended up changing it from the default setting. I made it a little bit firmer because I was having occasional issues where the bike would bottom out. If I hit like a good sized dip or something, I could really feel it bang, you know. So I beefed it up a little bit more, and then since then I haven't changed it. I think I have it at 16 from what I remember. We're going to get up on the 5 south for just a little bit. But anyhow, yeah, so if you're thinking about, I would highly recommend test driving one of these puppies. I mean, even if you're not even thinking about getting a motorcycle, I think it would change your mind. I think you're going to be like, wow, what an awesome, this is so simple. This is lots of fun, you know? It really is. It's got a great, I mean, not great, but the radio on here is, well, plenty sufficient, even with wearing a helmet. So it's nice. I'll go through modes where I like to listen to the songs and music playing, and it's plenty loud. And then it's got a lot of good, things to make your life easier, like the GPS thing. And, you want to get a helmet that has a Bluetooth, and that sounds like really complicated, but it turns out they've made it so easy for you to, mount it onto the Bluetooth headset thing, mount it onto your helmet, connect it to the bike. That all went real smooth. And then I can just press a button on that right here, Bluetooth talk, and I'll tell it like, hey, where's the nearest In-N-Out burger? Or take me to In-N-Out burger. And it'll say, basically, yes, sir, or whatever. It would be nice if it said yes, sir. But anyhow, yeah, so that technology is really, so that makes, like if I had to go cross country, it wouldn't even enter my mind. It would be so simple. Just punch in my sister's address in Connecticut and just go. And I'm planning on doing that. Haven't decided when's a good time of the year to do it. I don't want to deal with any kind of severe weather stuff, or at least minimize that risk, you know. I know a lot of bikes like to split cars. I'll do it once in a while if they're really spaced apart. I don't dare embarrass myself and like clip a a mirror or something and dump the bike. That would be not fun. Plus the damn thing, if this puppy falls on you, you're gonna just snap a leg. But it's pretty, like I said, the weight's low, so that's really nice. We're headed north, and the Pacific Ocean is right on our left here. You know, I don't see a lot of these Gold Wings around this area, and it's kind of cool because if I have to stop and get gas, and even sometimes right in traffic, somebody will roll their window down and start yelling at me, and I go, well, hey, what's up? Hey, what kind of bike is that? And I'll tell them it's a Gold Wing. They're like, no, it isn't. Because this one definitely, they really morphed it a little bit into a more sporty looking bike, which is really, I love the look. People are pretty cool, you know, they'll ask me all kinds of questions about the bike and how I like it. I'm not the greatest at slow speed stuff. I've been working on that. One thing you'll do is with this style of bike without the without the clutch. Normally you feather the clutch, you get it in that, what do they call it, like the grip zone, or there's a different name for that. But anyhow, instead with this bike, you combine the throttle with the foot brake on the right, the friction zone, that's what it's called. So you generate your friction zone using that technique, and I'll just, use my right foot to feather the brake to micro control the bike, and do cornering and slow speed stuff that way, and that's worked out great. But it's still something I'm awkward about, I'm not 100% comfortable, Okay, I gotta pop in here and get something done real quick, not something major. But it's been great chatting with you guys. I felt like I chatted too much, but I hope you guys had fun. I did it again too. I keep saying you guys, but I hope you ladies understand. I mean, I do that to my wife all the time, and her friends, so nothing personal. I mean everybody.